Morning, it's Fish, the Beach Bum Investor. Just going to post up on the socials to let everyone know the crypto chat has started. Today we're going to be having a look at NAVCOIN and Rise, a couple that I had a look at overnight. One for Agent Smith, one of our regulars. And I can't remember who NAVCOIN was for, but a few people have asked for it. So I went and took a look at it. Some interesting stuff there. I'm just going to post up in Steam it and over in our Discord group to get the people knowing that I'm on 5 minutes early today. Won't be a second. What's up, Z-Man? Just about to start, man. Just getting posted up in the socials, so won't be a second. Now that I'm a social media guru. Light's a bit funny today. I'll go and open up those blinds. Give me a sec. Yep, better. Cool. Let's have a look. Going live. Yeah, so we're going to have a look at we're going to have a look at NAVCOIN and Rise today, Agent Smith. I had a quick look at Rise. I haven't gone really deep into it, but I did have a look. Hey, dog. Thanks, man. Thanks for the like. I'll just post this up. Sorry, guys. Thought my assessment of will Australia still NAVCOIN being another good New Zealand project was quite clever. What's up, Johnny Crypto? How are you, Xiao? Okay, so just posting up in statement. Looks like most of the Discord group are getting in anyway, so. Yeah, so just posting it up. It's been another pretty steady day in the economy. The Bitcoin itself seems to be fluctuating. I'll just see what Xiao said there. It's a bit of a comment. He says, Xiao said, what is Keith Urban, Russell Crowe and Lorde? Well, they are actually New Zealanders who are often claimed as Australians. So I was making a bit of a joke in the title, suggesting that if NAVCOIN explodes and shows good promise and good tech and a good community behind it, Australia will probably claim that as well. It is a New Zealand-based project, so it was a little bit of a gag there. Yeah, for those, I didn't even know Keith Urban was born in New Zealand. I only just found that out when I know it's a common thing. We claim them all the time when they're successful on the international stage. So yeah, I think it's not necessarily Australia claiming them. It's just that we're banded together so closely that people often confuse us. I got called New Zealander more often than I got called Australian when I was travelling. And I'm like, look at the populations. If you don't know, just guess with the bigger population and you'll be statistically right more often. We've got close enough to 25 million and they've got 4 or 5 million. A million of which live in Australia anyway. I'm just kidding, guys. My best friend's actually New Zealand born. I have love the rivalry. Same as Queensland, New South Wales. Brothers, but love the rivalry. Brothers and sisters, I should say. So, getting on to the actual crypto economy, which is what we're here to talk about. I'm just going to bring up coin market cap so we can get a good view of the overall economy and see how we're tracking today. I'm going to have a guest coming on the show soon too. A friend of mine from down the road, actually. She just wants to know about crypto. I said, hey, why not come learn with us all on the show? So she's going to be coming in soon. She's actually from Brazil. So I know it's not the same as Portuguese, yeah, but you guys might be able to, I don't know, you'd be able to understand each other anyway. Yeah, cool, hey dog. Only back for a minute. What are you streaming now, bro? Oh man, I got the best rap for you. It's a masterpiece. It's my best writing. ADOG00 Raid Squad rap coming your way very soon. I want to get some good production values on it, man. I've seen the production values you put on your own editing, and I want to make sure I do that for you as respect. Kind of like an interview suite, yeah. So, Bitcoin has retraced. I did suggest this. It's sort of, I put it on our Slack group. If it breaks that 4,250, it might go as low as 3,950, and then we look for more support if it breaks that level. Long term, I still think we're golden buying at this price. I've got no problem even if you bought at 5,000, to be honest. Long term, as long as you're prepared to hold, which you should be, because you shouldn't be investing more than you can afford. Hashtag crystals, I don't know what that is. Okay, so yeah, Bitcoin has retraced. The market cap has come back towards that last figure where it found support at 140 billion total. It's retracing back towards that at 142.9. I figure we're getting fluctuations between those two ranges, like 3950 and 4250. So until it breaks one, we don't really know which, in my opinion, we don't really know which way the next move is going to go, up or down. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. And of course, that's being in our infant stages of the economy, it still affects the entire economy every time Bitcoin goes up or down, pretty much anyway. So something to keep an eye on. It's sitting at 4,099. So if it does hit 3950, I'm going to put a little bit in. Yeah, Zhao had his buy order set at 3910. So you see we're similar marks. Zhao and I are a bit off. I'm going to stick with 3950, bro. I hope you get it at 3910. I really do. Because it doesn't bother me, man. You got it a little bit cheaper, but if we both obviously are buying it at that point because we believe it'll do this afterwards, sometime in the future, no hurry. So yeah, interesting. And if you read the latest stuff coming out of China, it was all garbage. I don't want to say all garbage, but they're overhyped. Ah, okay. Johnny Crypto Zhao has gone above me with his buy order now. He likes 3990 for Bitcoin. Interesting, Zhao. I'm going to stick with 3950, man. I find these markets tend to fluctuate more than you expect. Hey, I hit a good little buy on PIVX this morning. I know I had it set at 80,001 Satoshi, but I saw it live at 80,204 Satoshi, and I just went, nah, got to get it. And I banged in, and I nailed it, unless it's gone down again. But, you know, it's going to do that. I was pretty happy with the buy. So I just adjusted it slightly on the run. I will do that from time to time. I'm happy to post my buy orders and show you everything's legitimate that I'm posting on Discord. Yeah, so some interesting information coming out regarding Australia, actually, just to get to an overall economy sort of position. Digital X and a couple of companies in Australia actually are looking at bringing in Bitcoin ATMs and cryptocurrency ATMs. Now, our current count in Australia is 20 for the whole country. It's a pretty big country to service 20, to be serviced by 20 Bitcoin ATMs or cryptocurrency ATMs. But you just missed a sell at 92305. I'll tell you what I got it at. I got a pretty good sell. I can't remember exactly what it was. That was on PIVX you're talking about, Seaman, I'm assuming. So, yeah, Bitcoin ATMs or cryptocurrency ATMs to be more specific, 500 expected to come into Australia real soon. That's a massive increase. Zhao sent me an article, and there's a few people been keeping an eye on that, but I mean, that's not mass adoption yet. If you look at Commonwealth Bank or NAB or any of those big guys, they probably have 500 ATMs within the space of 5 kilometres. So, yeah, it's certainly not mass saturation yet, but it's a good move forward. 20 to 500 is a massive increase. And it's going to be like a dual-way ATM, so you can deposit and withdraw, which is really cool. I'm just hoping they come out with some nice low fees. I couldn't find any information on what they're doing there, so that'll be interesting. Let's have a look. Ethereum, 287.35, down 1.81% in the last 24 hours. Still good buying for mine. I'll do this. Did this last time. Below 300 is good buying on Ethereum in my opinion, especially around that 280 mark, which it's sitting not far above at the moment. So for me, that's good buying. Bitcoin Cash, waste of time. So sorry, and Ripple. Numbers 3 and 4 I just brush over every time. Litecoin down, it's at 61.37, down 6%. I like it at that price still. I did this last time, I called it at 45 and it went down to 40. I said, yeah, hit it again. So make your own decisions, but Litecoin's got some exciting developments coming up for sure. I don't know what the turnover of Amazon is, but if people start using Litecoin as their coin of choice on Amazon, that's got to add to the market cap, right? So interesting. Let's have a look at IOTA. It's back down at buying level for sure. 50 cents. I haven't heard anything else to... I mean, I heard about the hacking issue a few days ago, but I understand that's been resolved. So I believe this is probably just part of the overall... Hey, John Doe's in the house. Welcome, man. We're looking at NAVCOIN and Rise today for our 2 new ones. So if you want to hang around, that's what we're going to be talking about. Just going through the economy as usual. Just have a quick look at some what is potentially cheap, and then we'll get on to some new coins for sure. yeah, so IOTA for mine at 50 cents is good. I didn't get it the other day. Hey, Cold Chisel, welcome, man. I didn't get it the other day at 52, so I'll see how I go. I got a lot of things on. That's the problem. I mean, I got to get a new exchange open. I got to then go buy Ether to put into the exchange, and then I got to pick my buy orders for IOTA. I'll probably just grab some straight off the book if I do it, as usual. Agent Smith says, why does everyone hate XRP being Ripple? Because it is tied to the banks. Yeah, that's why I hate it. That's kind of what we're trying to get away from with cryptocurrency, and Ripple's giving the banks a platform to catch up. They will be successful. I have no doubt about that. If you're just a heartless investor and you want to make money, Ripple's not a bad bet. Not a bad bet. They're working with where the money is at the moment. That's smart. So yeah, I just don't like it because I don't like the fractional banking system. I think it's gonna, if cryptocurrency doesn't save us, it could. I mean, if you do the maths on it, I know this is going to sound conspiracy theorist, but do the maths on it. Nothing can grow forever, not on a finite planet, and that's what we try and do with our economy through cyclical consumption. So I don't want to get on a rant that's going to make me sound really conspiracy theorist, but do the maths on it. It fits. Maths is infallible. Can't grow forever, and that's what our economic system relies on, is continued growth forever. So yeah, I don't like the banks. Sorry, I'm going to get off that rant. I did this too much on the other day. Went ranting. I like IOTA. Good tech. Good tame. 50 cents a coin seems very cheap to me. Yeah, they're using blockchain to optimize banks, is what Xiao said about Ripple. Banks use an antiquated system called SWIFT. There you go. Thank you very much, Cold Chisel. Good extra information for everyone interested in Ripple there. I do think it'll be good. NAB and Westpac are already aligned with them, so they're massive banks. Liska's taken a fair retracement down to $6.54. I actually picked some up on a buy order that I hit. I didn't even realise it had dipped. Picked a little bit up, so pretty happy about that. QTUM has taken a slide as well. Get into, Agent Smith says, heartless investor here, laugh out loud. Get into Ripple then, mate. Good stuff. But you're out of the Discord group. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Agent Smith's a big contributor over there, so you're welcome to your own opinions, of course. John Doe's just said, banks in Australia. I'll just get that chat back. There's lots of chat going on. Oh, here we go. Banks in Australia are also trying to implement real-time interbank transfers. Yeah, cool. As long as it's cheaper. Yeah, they'll implement it and then they'll still charge a massive amount for it. I'm going to get off this subject before I get on too much of a rant. Oh dear. Staying down. That's one we've been keeping a track of. It's at $1.31, back down to a valuation of 316 million. That's how I say Steam, because it's essentially you buying shares in a social media platform. It's kind of how I get my head around Steam, right? So I see it as good long-term buying. It's a pretty good... I mean, it needs some tweaking for sure. It's in beta testing, right? But it's a good platform. It's better than any other social media platform that I've used. I don't like Facebook. Not on... Well, I am on Twitter now, but I don't even know if I've posted. Instagram, I'm not a fan of. I don't know. So for me, Steam, it just gives a different value proposition, not only to the crypto economy, but to the social media platform race. So that's an interesting one. And I know Zuckerberg was scared about it because we talked the other night. No, I'm just kidding. But he did apparently put some programming on Facebook that if people are reposting Steemit articles on there, it'll just take them out. That's what we're trying to get away from, right? That sort of control. If there's a better social media platform available and Zuckerberg's aim now is to just not to block our knowledge of it, surely that wasn't the aim of Facebook, to become a central authority on what news we hear and what news we don't, at least in the social media game. So, Mark, next time we're talking, we'll have a chat about that. I'm kidding, of course. I don't know Mark Zuckerberg. Anyway, Steemit, I see it as good long-term buying. Having a look at another one. 10x keeps dipping. $2.55. I'm sure you'll make money on that long term. Please, I'm not a financial advisor, but if you're putting $50 or $100 into a pokey, like fruit machine slots for the international viewers, if you're betting on horses, if you're smoking, if you're drinking too much, or any of those other things, 10x is a better buy. There you go. So that's my financial advice. Take your money from those crappy things and put it into crypto. And look, I'm not against having a drink. Everything in moderation, right? So, yeah, let's keep having a look. EOS is one we checked out the other day. I don't particularly love it, but one of our followers came on and he said, yeah, no, the guys there are really smart. He knows the team there. So for me, it was a leave alone just because I didn't like their ICO strategy, but there are a lot of people around in our investment group who are interested in it. So please make your own decisions. It's down 6.5% at the moment. Factum's got down to that $23 level. Yeah, to me, that's nice. I just see it going well over 25 again, of course, because we've been there in history and potentially, you know, a much, much bigger coin going forward. I mean, if they're the platform that's adopted by many, many companies for increased business transparency, that's the valuation is too small. 204 million, no, too small. PIVX, $3.41. I've started saying it. Anywhere under 350, I think is good buying. My personal opinion, please make your own decision. I got a little bit this morning. As I said, I got that buy at 80 and 200, I think, 80,200, roughly, rough figures. Or it might have been 80,004. I can't remember. It was around that figure. No, because the bottom was 2. So I got it just above the bottom last time I checked it. Let's have a quick live check on that one on Bittrex and see what the Satoshi price is. Just letting it load. Yeah, it's come up a little. It's not a bad looking chart too. Looks like it's, well, I'm hoping it's bottomed out because I grabbed it right near the bottom. Again, only 5 or 6 coins. I can't remember. Hey, I'll have a look. Bring it up on screen for you. I don't mind doing it. I'll just scroll down to where I bought. Oh, refresh. Sorry. Sometimes when you got a bunch of things going on at once, it doesn't actually like come to the trading screen properly. Like it brings up the start part, but all your coins and trades aren't actually there. Mine sort of seems to be playing that game at the moment. Nope, it's on. Cool. All right, I can show you. So I'll show you my order history, so I can show you where I picked it up. I had as I posted on I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. Anyway, I'll read them out to you. The top order is, these are the last 2 buys that I hit. I hit one at 83001 and one at 80470. I just grabbed that one off the book, the 80470. That was like a pull the trigger moment. I just figured I had one set at, I think it was 80001, and I figured it was just going to miss. I just had this feeling and I pulled the trigger on it. So I'm glad I did because it's popped up a little bit from there. So that was a nice buy for me. I've set some sell orders for those of you interested. It's my own currency, and I'm still saying, well, I bought it that cheap, so I'm going to take a little bit of profit. So my buy orders at the moment, I've just got one set at the moment actually, at 77551. And my first sell order starts at 85998. I'll post it up on our Discord group later, so you guys can have a look at all of them. But again, I don't trade with a lot of PIVX. I'm too scared of losing it. But I think it's important to try and accumulate some extra coins as well. And given my success at it, I might as well keep doing it. So, yeah, the one that I've been doing really well on, actually, that we haven't visited for a while, in terms of trading in and out, is Exclusive Coin. Exclusive Coin's a lower market cap coin that does have pretty good tech. And it's interesting because it's only got like a 4 million circulating supply, so there's not a lot of them. It is a masternode coin. You need 5,000 of the coin to run the node. I started buying it up at sort of the 50 cent mark, and it's sitting currently at $1.27. But I dumped out of it because it keeps getting these massive pump and dumps. Like it happens all the time with Exclusive Coin. I hit like 2 in a day, and then I hit another one the next day. And if you go and have a look at the chart actually I'll bring it up. That's better. Have a look at these pumps that come out the top. Hey, Explicit. How are you, man? Good to see you in the chat. Yeah, so if you have a look at the chart, like the pumps that have been happening in exclusive coin history is crazy. These big candles coming out at the top are just sell opportunities. And you smash out a few sells. Like I literally nailed, I'll show you, just so you know I'm not lying. I nailed the top of that sell. Well, close enough. Where's my order history? Check out those sells. I don't know if you can see them, but it's this third and fourth line, and it says 42998 and 41349 as the Satoshi price. So it's the third and fourth lines. I'll try and get it up close there. Yeah, I don't think you can see it, sorry. But that's good. Like, you got to be ready for them. I had those orders preset. They're the jackpot orders, you know. You pick them up in the buyers too. So you look for like really low lines of resistance where people are like big candles sticking out the bottom or sticking out the top. And that's what you go for. If you want to go for jackpot sells and buys, you're not often going to hit them, but that's what you look for on the jackpot runs. And I like them because they're good. You always feel good when you pick it up that cheap or buy it. Like I sold PIVX at over $5 on an LTC trade recently. That feels good considering PIVX has never actually got to that point. Even though it's my own currency and I'm trying to accumulate it, and I love PIVX obviously. I'm not going to ignore the signs, and I do know how to trade a little bit, so I'm going to trade a little bit. Not a huge amount, but I do it with all the coins. Most of it I just keep in the long-term bag. Yeah, okay. I think it's a good time to actually get onto NAVCOIN. We've got a few people in for the discussion. Yeah, thanks, John Doe. Cool little man. You got to set those jackpot sells, not for all your coins, obviously, but just boom, back in down here. I've done it so many times with exclusive coin. So yeah, that's no worries, John Doe. I mean, I'm one person, right? We're talking about multi-million-dollar markets. My showing you guys, my friends and people in the investment group out where I see it going to. For starters, I'm not always right. So make your own decisions. But second of all, I'm not going to have a major impact on the market. So yeah, whenever you buy something, if you buy anything at all, even if it's only 10% of it, set some on the sell book. I'm even telling you that for PIVX because it's smart. So you guys trade on a daily basis? If yes, how many? Look, that's a great question by Explicit, so I'm actually going to answer that one. It was basically, here it is. So you guys trade on a daily basis. If yes, how many hours do you dedicate for it each day? Explicit, man, I'm busy, as you know, so I'm spending a lot of my time actually dedicated to marketing projects, to team building, to community building at PIVX. So for me, I don't spend a lot of time trading. I'll look at my buy and sells when they hit. That's it. I'll just leave them otherwise. And that's not what I advise for everyone. You should keep a little bit of better eye on that than that, but it works for me. It's not time heavy. All you do is when a sell order hits, you go put it back on the buy wall. Lower, obviously. So you're accumulating more coins. If a buy order hits, you go and put some of it on the sell wall. So you're selling out and accumulating more BTC or LTC, whatever you're trading in. Yeah, let's get on to NAVCOIN. Good point, Xiao. We have researched NAVCOIN, or had a look at NAVCOIN. The Kiwi coin. Cheers, bro. It might be pronounced NIVCOIN. I'm not sure. I'm so sorry. I'm going to have a bit of a dig at the Kiwis during this. And it all is in fun. My best friend is a New Zealander, so please take it in good humour. My Kiwi brothers and sisters. Yeah, NAVCOIN, really interesting project. It's, I'll just bring up the notes I made on it. I did have one thing in particular. Where is it? Here we go. No, that's not it. That's not it. Here it is. What I liked about NAVCOIN is that they're really thinking about avenues to get their coin purchased outside of the traditional exchanges. So I'll just read you a little thing I had from NAVCOIN. And team looks good, by the way. And I love that they're ticking off development targets. And I love some of the development projects they've got coming up soon. Like the things that they're due to release in 2017. I'll get the roadmap up in a second and I'll read you through some of those things. But let me just read you this quote from their website. With the success of our PayPal NAV purchasing through our merchandise store, we're going to build a purchasing platform for buying NAV with fiat currencies, PayPal, credit cards, and more. That's cool. I hate to admit it, but that is cool. Like, I don't hate to admit it. Well done to NAVCOIN and the team there. Really good job, because as far as I know, we can't buy PIVX through PayPal yet, or directly through credit cards. We're still going through exchanges. So I'll take my hat off. Well done to NAVCOIN. There is actually a lot to like about this project. It's got a proof of stake. I believe it runs at 5% roughly is the estimate. Let me just double check that. I researched 2 coins this morning, so I will double check that. NAVCOIN, where are you? I'll bring it up in the new tab, that's easy. NAVCOIN.org is the website if anyone's interested. It's really well set out. I like it. It's about easy use, and that obviously appeals to me as an idiot. And I'll show you one of the things I really, like. I do have to applaud the team there, because a couple of things they've done we'll certainly be looking to. We were certainly looking already to do it at PIVX, so they have been us to market on a couple of things. So well done. I'm not sure on how they do that. That's a great question. Let me just read the question. Mr. Mystical says NAVCOIN accepts US dollars and fiat for currency. How do they do that? It's a really good question. I'd have to go and talk to the development team over at the group. I think they've got a PIVX Slack group. I didn't jump in there. I thought I might not be. I'm an Aussie PIVX representative. I'd get murdered over at a Kiwi NAVCOIN meeting. They'd hate me because I'm Aussie, and they'd hate me because I'm PIVX. No, I'm joking. I will get over there and ask that question. That's a really interesting question from Mr. Mystical there. Great question. Really good. So I'd like to know how they are actually doing that. That's for me as well. Because that'd be interesting. But I'll tell you what, one of the things I liked about NAVCOIN is their branding and their community building. I quite like it. I think they've got 2,000 members over at the Slack group, which is cool. But one thing that I really like, if you go onto the navcoin.org website, they've actually got a link up the top right, just up there. And that gives you a link to the store. And they've actually got some merchandising for sale. I like their nav. It looks cool. Fits well on their shirts. It's there's not a lot of merchandise available at the moment, but one thing I was super impressed with, and honestly, I'm doing it for PIVX because I can do this for PIVX too. Whether we do it officially with PIVX or I just put together my own crew to do this, which we can do very easily. Of course, I'll give the option to PIVX first to do it officially through our official merchandising store, which is opening up soon. But yeah, Mr. Mystical, this is what I'm getting onto, man. I've got it on screen here just to prove to you. This is what Mr. Mystical is talking about. Through their store, they actually sell a NavPi stake box. So they're using Raspberry Pi integrated with, obviously, a Nav wallet to make staking pretty convenient, pretty simple. I've got to take my hat off. I have to. Respect where respect is due, right? That's clever. And I'm literally going to make one for PIVX and any other coin I can think of. I might even open up a store selling them. Yeah, man. Well, Mr. Mystical, I'd be happy to, contact me directly, man. This is kind of how we work at PIVX, brother. So if you are legitimately interested in doing that, I've got some people who are probably capable in Australia, but let's talk, man. Let's talk. I'm over. I'll drop the link for our Discord group here. You can private message me and we can talk about that, because that's how we work at PIVX, man. If you're willing to contribute, I'd be willing to fight for a budget for you or give you part of my budget. So we can certainly talk about that, man. Thank you for that. That's thank you for letting me know you have those skills. Yeah, see, Zhao's one of the team. He's one of our Discord team, investment team, one of the most knowledgeable people in our team. And he said he's just set up Raspberry Pi with Windows 10 for staking, so he's onto it already. Yeah, Pete, welcome, man. Haven't seen you in the chat today. Pete's saying Pi's are good, the Pi's for staking and that sort of thing. I'm going to look into them. I'm going to look into them for PIVX and for myself. Windows 10 IoT core always gives me problems. Oh, no, sorry, that might be different to IOTA. I don't know computer talk. You guys keep talking about that. That's cool. Mr. Mystical, we'll get that link up for you, man. There's a few people who'd love to see you in our Discord group if you'd like to join us there. So yeah, we'll get that link up for you shortly, brother. That'd be good if you'd like to join us. We just share information and that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Xiao, I'd like you to private message him as well. He runs our Discord group, Xiao. He created it, and yeah. Hey, Grinkus, welcome, man. And why does Russell Crowe want to fight everyone? I don't know. Souths didn't do that well this year. Maybe it's got something to do with that. South's rugby team, for those of you who don't know, Russell Crowe owns it, so don't know, maybe that's it. We'll see. But yeah, so my whole headline thing with Keith Urban, Russell Crowe and all that, they're New Zealanders who Australians claim as our own because they've been successful. And I think NAVCOIN, honestly, even though it's a a project from across the Dutch over in New Zealand over there. Sorry, New Zealand viewers who are going to see this after. At least I'm wearing black and white. Well, it might be PIVX, but it's black and white, right? So I'm wearing New Zealand colours. I'll bust out a bit of the anthem if you really want me to. Save you all from that. It's a beautiful anthem, though. The New Zealand national anthem. If you get some time, they do it in Māori. Sorry, I don't pronounce it well, and in English as well. If you haven't heard it, go on. It's a beautiful anthem. Yeah, so I think that NAVCOIN does have a future. I haven't seen the South Park episode with Russell Crowe. I'll have to be honest, I don't have time for it at the moment. I've got all these other projects. I want to watch it now. Tempt me with coins, not with South Park episodes. You'll never get any work out of me. No, but I'm glad that I've been put onto NAVCOIN because I like it. I don't really have. I'm spreading my investments so far now because there's a lot of projects. I really got to start concentrating on a couple. But NAVCOIN's one I'm definitely interested in. They're doing weekly updates from the developers, so there's clearly work being done on the coin. Let me get up there, if I can find it quickly, which I usually can. I must say, again, credit where credit's due. The website for a computer newbie is quite easy to negotiate. So credit to NAVCOIN on that. Let me just see if I can find the roadmap. Yep, easy as that. Information up the top, project roadmap, bang. Credit, yeah. I do like NAVCOIN, even if it is a bunch of Kiwis playing crypto. Let's have a look. Yeah, upcoming projects, NavTech wallet rebuild to simplify running a NavTech node. We're looking to integrate NAVCOIN and the subchain into a single multi-chain wallet. This will make it easier for everyone to process anonymous transactions and is the precursor to the next generation of the NavTech system. So that was pretty cool. But the one I liked the best was that NAVCOIN Direct thing that I said to you. There were some other ones coming up though. And see here, currently in progress. And then you got 95% finished and a 90%. There was one in here in particular that I went, wow, that's cool. Let me just find out which one was. No, that wasn't overly. They're going to be, they're developing the ability to run the apps as well, which was pretty cool. Rebuilding the subchain. Oh, this is one of the ones that I found pretty important. NavTech Polymorph at 33% completion on their development map, so keep an eye on that. NavTech Polymorph is a fusion of NavTech's anon transactions and change-alleys, or changelys, however you pronounce it. Changelys, I think it's pronounced. Instant exchange. It will enable users to send any one of 25 plus cryptocurrencies anonymously through the dual blockchain powered NavTech anonymous transaction system. So that's pretty cool, right? I like that. You know, they're making those networking, making those contacts in the crypto space. There was something in the up and coming projects, and they don't actually have the these are the completed projects. Sorry, there is one. Where's the up and coming? Yeah, no, that was the one. That was the one I was thinking of. Sorry, with the PayPal and credit cards and all that they're going to be building in to be able to purchase NAVCOIN through. That's really cool. Cut out that middleman even one step further. I don't particularly like PayPal. They can go jump in the creek. I think one of my videos got taken down because I said PayPal were dicks. Well, they are. And if this video gets taken down as well, I'm happy to defend that with the research and the facts that I've got on how I've been treated through PayPal and eBay. Still waiting for you to get back to me, by the way, like you promised, 6 months ago now? And what, 50 phone calls? You guys must be getting sick of me. Come on, you must realise by now I'm a determined little bugger. Screw me over. I don't care how big you are, I'm going to keep coming. So, watch out PayPal. Watch out eBay. Anyway, yeah, basically I explained Dash and PayPal, and I drew it on my bodyboard, and the end result was I was showing how the money movement, it looked like a penis. So I called them dicks. Yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, so NAVCOIN's got some, a lot to like about it. A lot to like about it. They look like they're building a really good community behind the coin. That's very, very important. The tech looks excellent. They do 30 seconds is their maximum transaction time. I don't like how they refer to it as like, you know, people oversell that. There's quicker technology available, right? It's better, don't get me wrong, it's better than Bitcoin in terms of processing speed, but there are coins that are quicker if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, it's oversold in that respect a little bit, but it is a really interesting project. I quite like the fact that they're helping investors get in. They make it so easy to understand. They talk about ease of use. And if you're looking for mass adoption, guess what? Everyone in the world is not a crypto computer fanatic. I keep explaining that to you. I'm the rare one who found this through a very odd series of circumstances that led me to fast as PIVX, exactly. Chow. How long did we wait for our transaction the other day? Split second. A second maybe. So PIVX is fast. But yeah, it's NAVCOIN's a really good project. I like it. I like the community. I like the fact they're making it. Easy use is so important. So important. I got mates, most of my mates don't know a thing about computers. You guys have got to realise that, all you guys who are really good at tech. I know you got your skills, but you don't want to separate yourself from us because we bring our own investment capital, right? And you want that. You want our investment capital. You want us using the currency. So make it easy for us. Hey, I'm a Wombat. What's up, man? Yeah, so that for me, NAVCOIN, good tech, good project. My only issue with it is the Kiwis. I'm joking. New Zealand are great. I mean, look at their economy. They've done very well lately. So I like the project. Really, really do. It's I did some research on which exchange it's available onto. Let me just check that for you. I think it's Bittrex, and let me just get it up here for you. Won't be a second. We'll get on to RiseCoin after this because I think we've given NAVCOIN a fair shake. Yeah, Polymorph does sound amazing. Explicit, I agree. Good pickup. NAVCOIN's sitting at $1.21 at the moment. For those interested, it's 28,413 Satoshi. I haven't gone nuts on the chart. This did take a big run up, so I was actually thinking like I might wait and see if it finds support at $1, but that was at $1.13 or $1.17 this morning, I think, when I looked at it. So it's already gone up a little. Doesn't mean it'll keep going. You just bought. Yeah, that's cheeky, man. I got to sit here and do the chat, and you're off buying crypto. That's unfair. Just kidding, bro. I know how hard you've been working on all the social media stuff, man. Xiao, thank you. I do appreciate it, brother. You're a legend. All right, so NAVCOIN. I like it. Again, circulating supplies at 61,751,906 NAV. I think that I'll have to look more into their inflation rate, but I did look at it and I don't know the figure off the top of my head. It wasn't excessive. So, yeah, I don't mind NAVCOIN. Long term. Short term, I'd probably look for maybe a little retracement, but I don't think you should ever FOMO a coin, but if you're happy to sit for years and just see whether you were right or not, there's not a problem in grabbing a little bit off the sell book. That's my advice. As long as there's not a massive spread. Always try and squeeze out a little bit if you can. Yeah, so that's NAVCOIN. Can we get on to RiseCoin now? Let's get on to RiseCoin, because that was one that Agent Smith asked me to have a look at. It was only just this morning that he asked me, so I've only had a quick look. And thank you, Agent Smith, because this one does bring an interesting added value proposition to the crypto economy. And I do like coins that take a little bit of a different take, to not just clone another coin and go, we'll get in on this crypto fad. That's not projects I'm looking for. Rise is not one that I'm completely sold on yet, just to tell you, but I don't dislike it for those people who are involved. It is quite interesting. So I had it up here before and it was trading at just on 27 cents. Let's see how it's gone since I was last looking at it. Yeah, 27.5. So it's had a little rise. Mind the pun. It's trading at 6,450 Satoshi. Now let me just bring up one of my notes here that was important about Rise. Okay, the thing I like about Rise is they've got a really, really interesting take on proof of stake, and it's what's called delegated proof of stake. It talks about 101 delegates, 1 vote per wallet address, and it's an interesting take on the proof of stake concept. So yeah, I'd be interested to see how that works out. Other than that, it is a DApp platform, I guess. So similar to the value propositions offered by Neo, Ethereum, Lisk, but that does provide them with a point of difference in the market. The delegated proof of stake system. I haven't seen that before. Has anyone else seen that used on any other coins? It sounds really interesting. In any case, their block time is 30 seconds, which is fine. Block reward 15 Rise for the first year. I haven't looked at whether it's a halvening or a steady decrease of the blockchain reward. That's actually something that I forgot to mention on the coin we looked at yesterday. One of the ones that I did like. It does have a chart. Chart-wise, it had a slow downturn. Does that mean bearish? Yeah, it does, usually, Agent Smith. I had a look at the charts as well. Rise has definitely... Let me have a look at it now so I can give you some really good info. Rise. Whoops. Still on my order history. I'll go back to my wallets. The guys are playing music downstairs, if you can hear the drums and everything in the background. I won't apologise because I love music. So let's have a look at the Rise chart. I don't actually have any Rise, so I just had to go and find it on Bittrex and we can have a quick look. I did it. Yeah, I'm sure it is downtrending because I think there was an issue with the coins after ICO. People were having trouble finding them. I believe that's been resolved. Well, I'm a wombat. That's the beautiful thing about markets, man. It's a constant debate about the true value of something. So very good point. Wombat's reading it as it could be bottoming out. Let me have a look at the chart for my opinion. It definitely looks like a downward trend, but the most recent activity over the last few hours is looking a little bit more promising. It's still finding caps though. See, what we look at here, this is sort of like, this is half our things, but I get it out. See how it's downtrending? You see what people are talking about, but you know, if you really like this project, look at this spike up here. Wow, so yeah, if you really like this project, this is sort of level you look to get into. If you have a look at the last big dip we had before it went on a run, okay, this is the last time people saw it as too cheap, which is right here, okay? Now, that might be a good place to see your buy orders. Let me just line that up for you. If you like Rise, by the way, I'm not in yet. To me, it doesn't. I like the addition of their delegated POS system, but it's not a big enough change for me to really want to stack money into. I'd rather get Ethereum and jump into some more ICOs or Neo and get ready for that to actually be allowed to launch ICOs, because it will. That's my opinion. So Neo's good buying. You guys just continue. You're welcome to have your little chat there. I'm just going to have a look here to get some support levels. So there's like fairly heavy support. Like it started getting bought up. Like there's a good line of support at around 5615, but it dipped as low as like 5000. So maybe buy orders there. And there's a little dip recently at, you know, I like to set it up sometimes with 3 or 4 different buy orders because this moves so much. So there's a little dip there, sort of 5941 is where my mouse is lining up, and then you choose from there whether you want to buy off the Bible. You're skeptical of DPOS. Yeah, okay. That's interesting, Mr. Mystical. Any reason in particular, man? If you could elaborate on that, that would be awesome. Like I said, I'm not actually in on it yet. I just like people who are not just cloning a coin. They're thinking about why are we in this economy? What value are we adding to the economy? What are we doing differently? And to me, that I like that they thought about that. And to me, that was one of the only coins I'd seen with that take on POS. I'm just trying to keep up with the chat here, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, okay. Mr. Mystical's saying centralisation and POS will basically slap this transaction speeds over time. Standard POS and... Yeah, cheers. Thanks for the opinions, guys. That's good to keep them coming and keep it. You're all helping each other. This is market sentiment research. So we all, on the rare occasions where we all just go, yeah, that's a great idea. We know that we can sort of invest what we can afford and a small amount of our overall investment budget in that idea because, we've got 10 people on this discussion and all, 9 are saying yes, it's good market research, good sentiment research. So please keep your opinions honest. If you believe yes, say yes. If you believe no, say no, and try and back it up with some facts. And this is all really good talk. IOTA research, yes, I did. I like it, Mr. Mystical. I had a good look into it. I am aware of the hack and the issue a few days ago. I think that's been resolved, and I think now is good time buying. I thought it was good buying at 52, and at 50, I think it's good buying. I believe that if they get, I believe it's worth investing in as a proof of concept, beta testing, whatever you want to call it. I still believe there's work to go, right? There is in all these projects, if we're being honest. But I quite like IOTA because A, it's not available on all the exchanges yet, which is probably keeping its price down. And second of all, that Tangle software that they're using, I'm sorry if it's not software, but I understand the concept of it, that each transaction is processing or confirming other transactions essentially, meaning that the more people who use it, theoretically the faster it should get. That's impressive tech for mine. So I quite like IOTA. Yep. So I did a bit of research on that, Mr. Mystical. I just keep not getting time to buy it. For me, I've got to go set up a, because it's Bitfinex. Bitfinex, I think, has got IOTA, and I don't have a account there yet. And I've already got that many exchanges, right? It's like, but I've got to do it. You got to do it. If you want it, you got to go and open up that exchange and get it where it's available. Eventually, that's going to change. I'm sure long term, 5 years, 10 years, there's going to be one exchange or several exchanges offering. Hey, CryptoK. There's going to be exchanges offering every single coin, right? Without the hassle that we have to go through at the moment. It's just teething. You've got to remember, you should be excited that we're in so early on this technology. Imagine if you got the chance to get in on the .coms and just buy up a few domains because they had cool names. Make millions. It's a good time to be in. Oh, CryptoK. Amen, brother. CryptoK just said, I feel like there's too many ICOs. Too many everythings. Look, the thing is that you got to sift through it, right? You almost got to be quick on the ones that you just don't find interest in, that aren't going to pique your interest. If you're not going to enjoy keeping track of the information coming out, you're not going to. And so maybe it's best to leave the investment alone if it's not something that interests you. I hear a lot of people talking about Populous, right? And it's essentially a coin, as far as I know, I looked at it very, very quickly, based on investment. I'm like, I can invest myself. I don't need you to do it for me. And I know that's probably a really, really raw and simplified view of Populous as a coin. But that was kind of the first chatter I started hearing about it being a coin that they're going to invest for you. Yeah, I can do it myself. I'm a Wombat says, a lot of people talk crap about IOTA for some reason. I think IOTA to be in full force would be like 10 years away. It certainly could be. That's okay for me. Like I say 3 to 5 years is generally what I'm looking at now with coins, but 10's fine. I don't mind, because even in 3 to 5 years, they're going to have grown from where they are now, in my opinion. Please make your own decisions, as always. But if you are chucking money into gambling or anything like that, this is far better. Far better returns. Just look at the statistics. I'm not a financial advisor, but the statistics are the statistics. Go and put $100 last year into 100 different random slot machines. And then go take $100 and put it into the top 100 cryptos on the top 100 chart, just blindly, every single crypto. Spend $10,000. Tell me how much you get back from the pokies, the slot machines. Tell me how much you got back from crypto in the last 12 months. That's my point. At actually any 12-month period since crypto's been around, pretty much. Barring one particular downturn. But my point is, if you'd held on from there, you still would have 4x'd by now. So, yeah, we call them the pokies, Agent Smith. It's epidemic in Australia, the pokies, honestly. We have 25 million, less than 25 million people in Australia, okay? The world's population is 7 billion. And do you know how much of what percentage of the world's slot machines there are in Australia? 80%, 80. We have a gambling issue as a nation, and it's time we woke up to that. Because it's done a lot of damage in our society. And I've experienced that firsthand. I was a bad gambler. I was a degenerate gambler. That is the only way I can explain it. I found poker, that saved me, because I made money. And then I got into investing, and that saved me even more. Do they sell lottery tickets? They sell tickets for anything, man. We run like Powerball jackpots every week. We run midweek jackpots. We run afternoon jackpots. We run Keno 24/7. $1 million prizes 24/7. Any bar, pub, club, casino in Australia, you can enter Keno. So yeah, it's not good. Scratchies, yeah, we got scratchies. We call them scratchies in Australia. Yep, you can buy them by the dozen as well. One of the worst returns, if you're actually looking into your returns on investment on actual forms of gambling, don't touch scratchies. They're the worst. Hey, Smoothie Channel, I haven't seen you for a while. What's up, man? I'm just having a rant as usual. Gambling rant this time. Australia does too much of it, man. You should see our sports games. They're just covered with sport betting advertising. It should be illegal. That's brainwashing the kids. Horse races, tab, yep, absolutely. Cold Chisel knows. Horse races, we have 100 horse races a day in Australia. 100. And then we've got greyhounds, we've got trotters, you can't walk out the front door without being exposed to betting in this country, and it's a real problem. I'm not anti-gambling for people who can afford it. What I'm anti is it being pretended that by putting a little disclaimer, please be responsible gambling, over at the end of 50 friggin' commercials telling you prices in a row and telling you about specials, is not responsible in itself. That's my argument. And kids will be affected by this. Kids didn't know the odds of Brisbane beating Parramatta. When I was 14, 15, they didn't know the odds of that. They do now. That's not good. That's my personal opinion. Please make your own decisions, but I've seen the first-hand effects of gambling. So yeah, let's get back onto crypto. Can you cover staking for PIVX? I certainly can, Crypto K. Thank you for getting me back on track. Staking for PIVX. I'm currently doing it right now. So I've got a wallet open, and what we do is we secure our network and process our transactions through the combined, computing power of the open wallets, if you like, securing the ledger. So you can see here I actually got a staking bonus back on the 31st, and then I had some problems with my wallet. I got it restored now. I'm a computer newbie. So when you see these double arrows, this is me giving away. Paid a few people. Jivant over in Sri Lanka, he's come onto the team doing some work. We got Zhao, we got Pete, got everyone paid in there. So anyway, this was the staking bonus and payment to Pete that happened live on the show. So yeah, staking earns you about, rough estimate, 4.8% per year. I'm waiting to mine for mine to sync. Yeah, cool, Zeman. Yeah, it takes a while because it's got to download that whole blockchain, right? I think my first wallet that I downloaded for PIVX took 20 hours, but from memory, there is actually an express way to download the chain. I think Zhao might have even put me onto that. I can't remember who did, but someone put me onto it. So there is an express way to download the chain. Zeman, if you want to join the Slack group, man, you can ask all the questions there. The developers, the tech guys, Turtle Flax, Poor Boy, over at the Slack group, they're massive helpers. They'll just jump in and tell you what they know. They're really good community members over at PIVX. Like Turtle Flax really knows his stuff with the tech side of things. So if you've got any questions about downloading that block state quicker, I think they can do it. There is a way to do it quicker. In any case, main thing you want to do when you're staking a PIVX wallet is make sure it's unlocked. So you go to settings, which is up the top left-hand corner of the wallet, and you go down to unlock wallet. Now you're going to get the option to open it for anonymization and staking only. I suggest you tick this checkbox unless you're wanting to send transactions. This will just secure it from anyone coming in and just sending it straight off your computer. What is the risk of staking? I'm not aware of one, CryptoK. I'm not aware of any risks. I believe that the blockchain is virtually unhackable. I've read it would take, with current computing standards, 0.65 billion years, so billion on a billion. So don't even think the universe has existed for that long. Johnny Crypto did have one on there, but yeah. So I don't believe there's any actual risk to staking. It's if you see it like the bank pay you interest of garbage percent and then loan your money out at big interest. Now I'm ranting about the banks again. PIVX is about 4.8% on staking. We also do have Masternode, which is a higher level of staking in PIVX. Now, it will cost you 10,000 coins to be able to run at Masternode level, and they've got a higher interest to staking. But essentially, staking is just leaving those coins in your wallet. Proof of stake. Proof that you're invested and holding in PIVX. So that's what we pay for. If anyone's holding PIVX on an exchange and they're not trading it, like me, only because Bittrex are being painful and not getting back to me about hitting my limits, get them into a wallet, get them staking. Yeah, if you want to trade some, leave it on the exchange, sure. I'm just going to catch up with the chat because masternodes is an interesting topic. Masternodes are basically run on a slot. Do other ICOs stake? Yeah, CryptoK, there's plenty of staking coins. It's starting to get seen as a very interesting way to attract people to the coin. It's easy for old school investors like me to understand. I stake this many coins, I get this many extra coins per year. And if the share price happens to go with it, double jackpot. As we've seen for me with PIVX recently. So I was staking it, I was earning 2 extra PIVX at $2 a coin. I just held them in there, and then bang, price goes to $3.50. Double win. So yeah, so that's what we do with staking, and masternodes is similar. It's just basically you get paid a higher interest level because you're holding more coins. Just having a look at the chat here. Oh, I don't know. I'll have to check that. That's a really good question, Explicit. You know the funny thing we were talking about, and I should be more aware of this, and thank you for asking the question. Explicit's just asked, how much coins do you get per day now with PIVX Masternode? And Zeman's just answered and said, some guy on the Slack says 4 per day, but that seems high. It does seem high, but one thing I've noticed is that the staking rewards calculator for staking is underestimating it, because if people are keeping coins on exchanges and people are keeping coins on their wallet but their wallet's not staking, think of it like lottery tickets, okay? So 14.5% the Zeman's saying for Masternode, which is huge returns, obviously. Website which yep, thank you, John Doe. John Doe's just put and Xiao, they've both onto it. Good on you guys, legends. They've just chucked in the crypto node calculator, so you can put in any amount of PIVX you like there, and it will tell you how many days you're likely to see that staking reward, which at the moment, my last one paid 1.88. I've had ones pay up to 2.4, so it's around that range. Yeah, so you can have a look at that. That is PIVX, PIVX.cryptonode.co for anyone who's watching this video afterwards and can't see the live chat. So you can get on there and check it out. You do need 10,000 coins for a PIVX masternode, but we allow staking with 1 coin. Of course, let me just give you look. I'm going to click on the link myself, and I'm going to actually just give you an example. Let's say we put, let's keep it small. Let's say it's a nice and affordable investment of say $500 for a mum and dad. I've done these figures before based on much lower. Let's have a look. I'm going to put in there, say, let's say we did 150 PIVX roughly. Yeah, that's about right. 150 PIVX. And it's just showing my reward. Yeah, okay. So my average reward time for 150 PIVX is 93 days. So that's about almost a 2% gain in 93 days, which is about the same as the bank will give you in 365 days. I like it. And it usually comes a bit quicker than that because not everyone's staking all the time, and the more often you stake, the more chance you have, obviously. I leave my wallet open as often as possible, which is why I might be getting a delay here at the moment. I'm being told very bad connection. I'm sorry, guys. I will actually... you guys having competition on who can get the links first. Yeah, man, I wish masternodes were cheaper too. Yeah, sorry. You lost connection. I'll just repeat that again. Thank you, Explicit. I've got a very bad connection here, so I am going to tune out soon. I think everyone's online again. They seem to forget that 11 till 12 is Fishy's hour with the internet. So I'm sorry, but what I said before is that 10,000 coins for a masternode, but you can stake PIVX with 1 coin. Your odds of, put 1 coin in the calculator, it's probably going to take you a while, but you'd triple your money in this time. So let me just see what it says. It might not even calculate it that on it. Let's have a look. Okay. Yeah, if you put 1 PIVX in and stake it, the rewards calculator suggests you'd wait 14,000 days to triple your money. So it suggests a little bit more. But it's pretty good rewards. If you go and work out the percentages and go and see what the bank will offer you, and you base that on a share price that's staying dead level, so you believe that PIVX will never go above 350 again, you're still getting better than bank interest. But if PIVX goes to 5, you've just gained 50%. Close enough to it. Round figures. 40% plus if you get any staking bonuses. You get those coins for free. Guys, I've got a very bad connection. I am going to tune out. I'd like to thank you all for joining in the discussion again today. Let me just pop that Discord link up before we go, because we did have one of the new guys, well, not new, he always contributes to the conversation, but I don't think you're in our Discord group yet. So I'm just going to pop the invite up here before I leave. The Crypto Wave Investment Crew. Invite people. Copy. Just popping that up in the link now. Yeah, the smoothie channel's just come up with a pretty good idea, actually. Go together and purchase a masternode. There's a group of me and my friends are doing that, actually. So, good call. It's a great way to earn extra interest if you've got mates you trust and you can all chip in. It's very easy to break it up. So yeah, I'm going to just pop this in here. That's the link to our Discord group for Mr. Mystical. If you'd like to join us, man, we'd love to have you over there. And for anyone else in the conversation, but the rest of you are already in there. So I'm going to check out for the day. We thank you guys for your input on the conversation as always, and for helping each other out in the side chat there. As always, feel free to contact me over at the PIVX Slack group on Fish over there. And thank you for watching. We'll be back tomorrow with another crypto chat. Cheers, Cold Chisel. Cheers, Mr. Mystical. Cheers, all the regulars. Smoothie Channel.